Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of April 25th. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I will not send you a message on any platform, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Pisces. Now, I am using the Mermaid Tarot. If you'd like to purchase that for yourself, there's a link to that in the description below. And less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed. And so if you do watch my videos regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view here. And we'll also take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. All right, Pisces. So some of you are coming out of this period of time where there's quite a bit of fear energy here in the past, and this may have been around getting your needs met in life for whatever reason. The future looks very good for you here, as especially as it relates to material situations, or overcoming the obstacle that has been presented here in the past, overcoming the fear. The future looks bright for that, but I do feel like for some of you there's been a lot of energy around, the fear. Fear is the word that's coming in, but there are also energies here around anxiety maybe, but fear and anxiety here, and we'll dive into that more as we go along. So in your overall message, you do have this 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles can speak to financial hardships or financial loss, but it can also speak to other issues as well. It's not just always like when you see the 5 of Pentacles, it's not always like, oh, you're going to lose money. That's not always what it's about. Okay, in fact, this person here is worried. Okay, it's not that they've lost the money yet, it's just that they're worried potentially about losing money, okay? They may be fearful about losing money. In fact, this is a big card of being in scarcity mindset, and you do have mindset energy here in the past, okay? And so I do feel like this has been probably a big source of worry, fear, and anxiety for you, particularly fear, which, that's justifiable, when you're looking at a challenging financial situation. But the thing is, with this 5 of Pentacles, you can see that this person's like, hey, listen, there are new opportunities on the horizon here for you, okay? You may be going through it now, but remember, there's an opportunity to recover, okay? You can think about this as like recovery here. And it could be a shift in mindset. Obviously, a shift in mindset will only take you so far. You also have to meet that new shift in mindset with action. And so it's the combination of having a nice mindset around finances, but also acting and putting yourself first, okay? Showing up for yourself at this time as well. Now, in the past, you do have the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, so these are challenging energies. Swords can be a challenging suit, but they all suits have pluses and minuses. And the thing is, this 9 of Swords person here is having a nightmare, and they're fearful that this creature, or whatever you want to call it here, is going to come and get them. But this is really about nightmare, fear, energy. It's also a card that's a high stress card. It's a high anxiety card. But for you, the word that's coming in is fear. Now, this has already happened, okay? So this is showing up in the past. The 7 of Swords is like an energy of deception, potentially. It's also an energy of, like, it can say that there's maybe backstabbing that has happened here in the past. It can say that you are deceiving yourself in some way, because it is paired with a challenging energy of the 9 of Swords. On a more positive note, the 7 of Swords asks you to create a strategy, to make a game plan, and maybe even to take a clever approach to a problem in your life. Some of you could have done that, but some of you there could have also been something around deception here in the past, with the Five of Pentacles showing up. Definitely don't love that combination. There is a challenging first set of cards here. Definitely not going to sugarcoat it, but we always go through and clarify as we go along, so do keep that in mind. And so in the future, you have the King of Pentacles and the Chariot. So the King of Pentacles here, this is somebody who has pentacles at the forefront, that has their money at the forefront. What I really like is, I love the fact that these two cards are in your future after having seen these three cards here, because first and foremost, the King of Pentacles has their stuff together. Okay, they really do. They have their stuff together and they're figuring it out. Well, actually, they've already figured it out. And they figured out that by having a healthy habit and a solid routine, they can achieve anything. And they've exploited the things that work in their life over and over again to come to a place of wealth and to come to a place of success. And for some of you, if there is something that is working in your life, this may be a message for you to stick to what works, stick to what you know at this time. If there is something that is not working, it's time to drop that. It's time to drop that, because that is the one issue with the King of Pentacles, which is they're so stubborn sometimes that they'll just do the same thing over and over again, even if it's not working. But for them, the positive side of it is doing the thing over and over again that sees them results. And that is how they really achieve success. And for some of you, I think that message here is coming in for you. I also think some of you are dropping those habits, those situations that just aren't working anymore. The Chariot definitely would double down on that message, because the Chariot is a major card of victory and success in your life. It is a major card of overcoming obstacles that may be around you, and it's this energy of as above, so below. As you change your mindset, as you put in the energy, as you put in the effort, you will be rewarded not just on earth, but also in the universe. So the future is so far looking bright for you, but let's go ahead and let's continue up the pyramid here. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the the Ace of Swords around the Seven of Swords, you have the Hanging Man, and you have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this Hanging Man to me is sticking out. I felt like just saying that that's your energy there. And the Hanging Man really asks you to let go of something, okay? And so my intuition was right. There is maybe something in your life that isn't working, and it's time to cut that. It's time to let that go, let that fall out. And instead, what's happening here is, as that situation that's not working for you moves away from you, you begin to see all of the situations that are. All the situations that are working for you continue to fall into place. And the Hanged Man says something's got to give. Something's got to give. And I think you're coming to that understanding. The Eight of Pentacles says that you do indeed, Pisces, have so much to offer to the world. You have so many gifts. You have so many talents. It's the major card of having a talent in the tarot. It says that you can allow these gifts to provide for you. You can use these gifts for good. And the Eight of Pentacles does say that not all is lost, in fact, because it is around the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Not all is lost. Instead, what you are doing here is you're building a game plan around the talents that you have, around the skills that you possess. And you're using this to your advantage here. The Ace of Swords is a big victory. It is a new beginning that leads to a breakthrough, or a breakthrough that leads to a new beginning. It is a big triumph over your life. And it can see that you are kind of getting unstuck. You're getting out of the mud. You're moving forward. You're accelerating ahead, especially because the Eight of Pentacles can say that there's good movement forward in work, career, and financial situations. Again, it's falling back on the things that you know support you and that you know work for you, and letting go of those things that just simply don't in your life. The Nine of Wands here, it's a simple message. It really is a simple message. The Nine of Wands here, it says that you will have the courage, you will have the energy to persevere and to continue going. You're going to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm not going to settle for these things that don't work. I'm going to follow my passions and follow my talents and follow my gifts. And that's what I'm feeling here for you with that Nine of Wands in the future. It also says that you're almost there. You are basically right at the finish line, and you have the wherewithal to cross the finish line. Let's go ahead and see what these Kipper cards are to clarify. Okay, so you have pathway, mature woman, and wealthy man. Well, those are very good clarifications for you here, Pisces. Pathway is your destiny in life. It's your true north. It's what you're supposed to be doing. It's almost like some of you, and I don't mean this to disparage you in any way, it's almost like some of you maybe in the past at some point lost your way. Some of you may have lost your way. And I think there's a reconnection of the true path that you know you can go down. And it's almost like an energy of now returning to that path and following it. The mature woman and wealthy man. Some of you may be dealing with issues around family. Some of you, I think, also are stepping into some type of maturity around resources, around your material needs, your material situation. Wealthy man is a very good card, indicating that you have the ability to make smart investments. This is somebody who's standing at the end of a successful trading day. It's a very good card of investments paying off. And remember that this may see you investing in yourself. This may see you investing in yourself in some ways. And that could be, strengthening the talents that you already have. It could be signing up for a course or a class or something, or putting yourself out there, investing in yourself at this time as well. So let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. So you have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Six of Swords. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. You're putting it together here, Pisces. You're putting it all together. I really love the interpretation of this Queen of Pentacles card. You can see that they are like generating this pentacle in their crown chakra, right? They have this idea here around, relating to their material situation or relating to financial situations. They're generating some energy in those areas. And you have that here with the King of Pentacles, which is really nice. It's a counterpart energy. There could be somebody who helps you in these areas in the future that comes in. But I also think that you're helping yourself. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's concerned or very interested in their financial independence. And again, they are somebody who's extremely practical. They take the practical steps to get there. You do have this Ten of Pentacles here. I do wonder if some of you have had hardships with family situations. I'm only saying that because it's in the same zone as this Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, because by default, the Ten of Pentacles is an incredibly good card of abundance, of harvest, of maybe even building an empire. It can also be around inheritances, money being passed through generations, and situations like that. It can be family energy as well. And so I only say that because of the challenge here with these first three cards, but in and of itself, it's very good. And in fact, the abundance that you may find your personal abundance through this talent, through this gift, through this resource that you have of talent. And I think that's very important for you. And I think it's very important for you to continue doing that, whatever that is for you. I can't tell you what to do, but the cards are saying continue doing that, whatever that thing is. In the middle, you have the Six of Swords, which speaks to transitions and change in your life for the better. Moving up the pyramid, you have the Three of Wands, and you have the Three of Cups. So 3-3, harmony, trinity, community, other people involved here. And I do feel like some of you, it's important that, with this kind of energy of despair here that we started in the first three cards, it is important that you also give yourself some time to laugh and some time to enjoy yourself, maybe your friends, your family, whoever you kind of reach for to give you some inspiration. It could be helpful. You could also just be inspiring yourself, but the Three of Cups really asks you to connect with your community or connect with joy. The Three of Wands is an energy of taking something to the next level, going big or going home, exploring something and really going for it. So it's a really nice message. And then at the top of the pyramid, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is all working out. You have the Knight, Queen, and King of Pentacles. So you have people in your corner potentially that can help you in the material, or you're showing up for yourself in financial situations and material situations. Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of a financial event or a material event potentially. It can say that you are also a dependable person. You will always complete the tasks, you will always do the hard work, and that will really serve you. It's also an energy of potentially being academic or studious, or learning the things you need to learn. It's a very good card, and it says that the arrival of something you've put a lot of energy into is coming through, whatever that may be. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Empress, which is the biggest card of abundance here in the tarot. And so remember, abundance is just your ability to receive, but you have the two big ones with the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress. And it also says that, you have the resources at hand to really turn your situation around here. And I think your biggest resource based on this reading is some sort of talent, gift, and ability that you have. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.